look at how Australia is coping with the subject of sustainability, we could do a lot more, is my opinion. When you compare it to what's going on overseas, are you asking me, is it Europe or is it America? Because they're doing different things. But they're doing a lot more than we are. And we're able to learn from them. So we shouldn't have any excuses. Australia works with regulations that are state-bound. There isn't enough collaboration. We don't have a clear path to our goals. And we're all whinging about the cost, when the cost, when cleverly balanced, shouldn't be an impact at all. Our problem is that we're trying to increase the performance of our buildings using old traditional ways. And it's very important for us to put those aside and rethink the whole way that we operate within our industry. We have a very large footprint of footprints within Australia, and we have a responsibility from manufacture through to installation of minimising our impact to the environment. Minimising our impact means creating faster, cleaner, more efficient systems, having things more prefabricated off-site, such that when they come to site, they're already collaborated with other suppliers to create a whole solution that in effect delayers the number of layers that we have within our current buildings. Waste on site with traditional methods is large. We shouldn't have any or very little waste on site. It should be taken back by our suppliers such that we can use them in our, again, our plasterboard was handed back to the suppliers so that they could reuse it in their new product, such that their new product had a higher content of recycled product. We should be looking at how can we use waste from other industries, like with our concrete does, to create new concrete with lower impact. And when you're aware of suppliers making changes and new products coming out that provide us new opportunities, then that gives us no reason not to perform better. After all, it is our industry, it is our product and our environment that we've got to look after. The next 5 to 10 years in our industry is going to be very exciting. Sustainability is here. There's no two ways about it. And whether you like it or not, you're going to have to be involved. As a responsibility, you should be involved. As a means of pressure from the outside industry placing upon you, you're going to get it. Suppliers are changing and providing new products every day that give us new ways of combining and collaborating our systems together. Reverse masonry is going to be a common building envelope, whereby the insulation is going to be on the outside of our buildings and our thermal mass is going to be on the inside. But we can't do that exactly with our traditional bricks and mortar approach. It doesn't work. It's too expensive. We've got to look at what the commercial world is doing and consider how their fast, efficient systems can help us here. And that's exactly what we've put together at FutureBuild, an example of the commercial world fitting for the residential world. When you look at sustainability, what is it asking? It's asking us to have the ability to sustain ourselves. Our biggest focus, obviously, when we're considering the building industry and the subject of sustainability, is what we provide. We've got to provide a product that is energy efficient and made with materials that are reducing the impact dramatically. We've got to do it at a cost that is affordable. So when you look at our product and what we need to provide, for a new building it's simple. we have to change our ways. But for an existing building, what do? We've got to work on the fabric of the home, the windows. Providing the right insulative blanket around the house is where we should be starting. Once we have that, our heating and cooling issues are controlled. Then we can start looking at our other efficiencies like water and energy with solar. Until we've got a fabric that is able to control the outdoor energies, we're not going to be able to control the major expense in operating a home, which is heating and cooling. In order for our industry to achieve sustainability, it has to collaborate. I'm talking about the designers, the building contractors, and the suppliers. We all have to work together to produce a product that is sustainable, that is wasteless, that is considerate of the environment, and that is energy conscious. If we don't do that, then we're not doing our job. We understand what our goals are. It's spoken about every day. This subject has been on our doorstep for 4 or 5 years now, with a lot of pressure from the government, introducing various carbon tax systems to try and lower our impact. We have to work together, otherwise our industry will not achieve its goals. As a project manager and a sustainable consultant, I speak to a lot of the community and I see a lot of things. Also being involved with various councils, I can hear what's going on the ground and how that subject is being conversed. And you'll be surprised how much is going on. Just take a look down your own street and you'll see rainwater tanks, you'll see vegetable gardens, you'll hear about car sharing. These are all sustainable things. You'll hear about insulation, you'll hear about windows and their glazing being upgraded. Sustainability is everywhere. It's a question of what do you need to be sustainable.